Namaste students, class 10. Namaste to all of you. I, J. Kumar, once again before you with one new topic, with one general topic, and that is electron configuration on basis of S, P, D and F. Students, till now you are in habit of doing electronic configuration on basis of concept of orbits which are denoted as K, L, M, N and etc. Now students, in case of higher atomic number elements, electronic configuration on basis of K, L, M, N become quite difficult for students. So students, to write the electronic configuration of elements, now you must learn on the basis of S, P, D and F, because on this basis easily you can write the electronic configuration of elements if you have concept of atomic numbers. So students, let me say first of all S, P, D and F. What are these? Students, S, P, D and F, these are subcells. These are subcells. These are subcells. I know you have no concept of subcells, but in higher classes you will study about the subcells. Here only you have to know S, P, D and F are subcells, and these subcells are in cells. Are in cells means a cell is further subdivided into subcells, which you will study in next class, in 11th class or 12th class. So students, S, P, D and F are subcells. Now students, every subcells have a specific capacity to hold the electrons. So students, let me first of all write their capacity, how many electrons they can hold. Students, S, maximum electron it can hold 2, not more than 2. P, maximum holds 6 electrons and not more than 6. D, maximum hold 10 electrons and not more than 10. And F, maximum electrons hold 14 and not more than 14. So these are their capacities to hold the electrons. So S, you have to keep in your mind, S maximum 2, P maximum 6, D maximum 10 and F maximum 14 electrons can hold and not more than this. Okay? So students, now students, you might have studied cells are also known as energy levels. Why energy levels? Because you have studied cells have their fixed energy, and that is why cells are also known as energy levels. Now students, as these subcells exist in cells, so these are also energy levels. These are also energy levels, S, P, D and F. Students, S has lowest energy, P has more than S, D has more than S and P, and F has more than S, P and D. So energy level. So students, what happens during electronic configuration? Electrons start filling from lower in energy level to higher energy level. Lower energy level to higher energy level. So students, one diagram I am going to put before you. If you digest this diagram, I hope you will be able to write electronic configuration of any element if atomic number is given to you. Okay, so let me write here that energy level diagram. So this is energy level diagram. Energy level diagram for what? To fill up electron, to fill up electrons. Where? In subcells. In subcells. In subcells. Okay? So students, let me write here. From first you have to start. First is 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s and so on. But here I am showing only up to 6s because so many electrons can be accommodated in these subcells. So here 6s. Now students, what you have to do? You have to left first s. So just below first s, just right below the first s, before in front of 2s you have to write 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, 6p. Once again you have to keep left 2p and just in front of 3p you have to write 3d, 4d, 5d, 6d. Again you have to left 3d and just in front of 4d you have to write 4h, 5h, 6h. In this series, in this sequence, you have to arrange the subcells first of all in your mind. Now, electron starts filling from lower energy level to higher energy level. And here, the lower energy subcell is first S. So first of all, electrons goes to first S subcells. When first S subcell filled up, then electron goes to 2s subcell. When 2s filled up, then electron goes to 2p subcell. Then after 3s subcells, then after 3p subcells, 4s subcells, 3d subcells, 4p subcells, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s, 4f, 5d, 6d, 5f, 6d, and at last 6f. Students, in this way, electrons filled up in various subcells. So this is energy level diagram. If you practice this diagram at home, it will be easy for you to write electronic configuration of any element. Right? So students, let me put here one example so that you can understand how to express electronic configuration. Students, here one example I am going to put before you. For example, Cr, chromium. Chromium is an element which atomic number is 24. So in 24, it means in the atom of chromium there are in all 24 electrons. Now we have to arrange these 24 electrons in various subcells as per this diagram. So students, think what will happen. First electron will go to first S subcell. So right here first S. Now students, in S subcell I told you maximum 2 electrons can be accommodated, and that 2 electron here you have to show in power. So first S2. Then after electron will go to 2s subcells. So 2s, maximum 2 electrons. So in power you have to write there 2, first S2, 2s2. Then after electron goes to 2p subcells. So 2p, maximum 6 electrons in p subcells. Then after 3s, maximum 2 electrons. Then after 3p, maximum 6 electrons. Then after 4s, maximum 2 electrons. And now you have to sum up these electrons, 2 and 2, 4 and 6, 10 and 2, 12 and 6, 18 and 2, 20. 20 electrons we arranged. Now we have 4 more electrons. So students, after 4s you can see electrons will go to 3d subcells. So 3d, 4. Right? So students, as per this energy level diagram, this is the electronic configuration of chromium. Right? But students, here some exception occurs. What exception occurs? If you see the book, the electronic configuration of chromium, you will find out that in 3d subcells there are 5 electrons, and in 4s there is 1 electron. Why this happens, you have to know. Students, a subcell becomes stable in 2 conditions. Either it is fully filled up or it has just half electrons of its capacity. So students, here you can see 3d subcells have 4 electrons, but it is not stable because in 5, if it has 5 electrons, it becomes more stable. So this is not stable. So this electronic configuration of chromium is not very stable. Now students, just before 3D you are looking for a subcells, and here already fully filled up this subcells is already 2 electrons are here. So students, if this 4s subcell transfer its 1 electron to 3D, then in that case 4s becomes 1 and 3d becomes 5. Students, now both became stable. 4s1 just half from its strength, just half electron it had, so it is already stable, and it by gaining 1 electron from 4s it becomes 5 and it also becomes stable. So a stable electronic configuration of chromium is written as 4s1 and 3d5. This is a stable electronic configuration. So students, if you do electronic configuration on basis of S, P, D and F, somewhere such type of problem will come. So you have to think over there is possible transfer of electrons from adjacent subcells, and also you have to keep in your mind that exchange, that transfer will only take place when by transfer of electrons next becomes stable and previous which is donating it also be stable. If by transfer 1 electron next become stable and previous again become unstable, that transfer will not take place. So transfer takes place only where there this type of possibility exists. So here possibility exists. 4s if transfer its 1 electron to 3d subcells, it becomes 5 stable, and 4s is also stable. 1 electron just half of its capacity, so it is also stable. So the stable electronic configuration of chromium is this. Now students, I think, I hope from this video you will be benefited, and you must practice electronic configuration of elements from atomic number 1 to atomic number 30, which is zinc. So hydrogen to zinc. It is expected from students of class 10 to solve the electronic configuration from hydrogen to zinc, and you have to practice at home. Thank you very much.